It is Friday. It is time for a foodie fix. Our next guest, I am so excited over. She is originally from Money Earner, Mount Vernon, and she is no joke because it is so difficult to find female chefs doing their thing. She's gonna make that beautiful spring roll, otherwise known as Lumpia Shanghai, Filipino spring rolls. The woman who brought this to us is also the woman behind New York City restaurants Pig and Cow and Piggyback. Please welcome Chef Leah Cohen. Good morning, Leah. You have a cookbook. What inspired you to make this cookbook and what can we find in it?
Hi, how are you? My cookbook is called Lemongrass and Lime. It just came out about 2.5 weeks ago. And it has been 3 years in the making. And basically my travels to Southeast Asia have inspired the cookbook. And so all the recipes that you'll find in the cookbook are things that I've eaten over the past 8 years while traveling to Southeast Asia.
I love this, and for folks who may not know this, your mom is Filipino, your dad was Jewish. I love that. My grandfather was Jewish, so I appreciate and love the meld of two cultures. So would you mind making this for us so we can see, maybe this is gonna be something we make at home this weekend?
Yeah, of course. So I wanted to do something that was simple where you could find the ingredients at any supermarket. So lumpia it looks like a lot of ingredients, but it's actually quite simple. And we just have to kind of put it together. So we have some ground pork and we have some ground beef. If you would like to use ground chicken or only ground pork or only ground beef, that's totally fine. We have some Spanish onions, some water chestnuts, which we've diced, some minced garlic, some ginger, diced carrots, and we have soy sauce, a little salt, a little pepper, a little chili flakes. You can totally omit that if you don't want it spicy at all. I like everything really spicy.
We love everything spicy on this show. In fact, one of our teammates challenges us on a regular basis with our, with the Schofield scale to see which one of us can cry first based on spicy food. So the more spice, the better.
Nice. So I just added some scallions to that and some sesame oil. And so you just mix this up. You can use your hand if you want to get in there and get dirty, or you can just use a spoon. And I actually suggest making this like a few hours in advance, just so the meat can marinate and it'll just absorb and the flavors will meld and it'll just, I think, taste a little bit better. So once it's nice and mixed, we have lumpia wrappers. So these are specific lumpia wrappers, but you can use spring roll wrappers that are gonna be square if you can't find lumpia wrappers. And then we have an egg that is beaten with a little bit of water just for an egg wash. So, so we're gonna fill them. You can fill them as much as you want. The thinner you roll it, the crispier it gets. So we don't want to, and we want it crispy. That's like the whole point, right? You don't want like a soggy spring roll. So
no, nobody likes a soggy spring roll. And Chef, can you find those lumpia rolls at any grocery store?
So I would say that the lumpia wrappers are very specific to a Asian supermarket or a Filipino supermarket. So, and I actually just found out about these like a year ago. I went on like a hunt for the best lumpia wrapper, and then I found these. So I was using spring roll wrappers for, 6 years, and it's totally fine. I just think that these are a little bit better, but I mean, it's minimal, that's just me being like a perfectionist and trying to find like the best of the best of the best. So
of course, I would never expect anything less. So did you learn to cook from your Filipino mom? Because we have a gorgeous picture of you and your parents, and I have to believe you took some lessons from one or both of them.
So my mom, my parents were both dentists, and I would say that my mom has like in her repertoire like 5 Filipino dishes that she cooks very well. So she taught me those recipes, and then she has a lot of friends. So I learned through her friends, through family, she said, she kind of like set up cooking classes with all of her friends so I could learn their authentic dish. Because every Filipino has like one dish that they make the best of, in their family. So
yes,
yeah.
yes. It's the same thing with
exactly.
Puerto Ricans, and usually it involves rice. In the few seconds we have left, so once you roll those puppies up, you put them in the fryer.
Yep, I have it on a stovetop, just because if you don't have a fryer at home, and you just fry it till it's nice and golden brown and crispy. And it takes about 4 to 5 minutes, and the meat will be cooked all the way through. And then I have some done over here, and we serve it with a sweet chili sauce, which you can buy or you can make. It's actually not spicy. It's more sweet and vinegary, a little tangy, which is great. And then I also have one more dish that I just put together, which is the cover shot of the cookbook.
Oh, of course, you just whipped it up. I love it. The name of the cookbook is Lemongrass and Lime. Her name is Chef Leah Cohen. Thank you so much for this delicious meal. I think I'm going to try to make it this weekend.